Welcome back to the Silver Lining, where it's no filler, no fluff, but we keeps it a buck. And today we're going to be doing part 8 of our diss track tier list. Just a few notes if it's your first time here. We have some other versions of this diss track tier list. We've done, as you know, seven other ones. So if you haven't heard those, you might want to go back because we might reference some things that we said then in this one. I'll link those in the description below. I will also put timestamps in the video. So if you want to go to a specific track, you'll be able to do that as well. And also, we're not saying that these particular songs are the greatest diss tracks. We're just taking a bunch of random diss tracks and putting them in tiers. All right. So as normal, I have my crew with me. Stan, what's going on, brother?
What's up, brother? How you doing
I'm good, man.
today?
Kurt, how's it going,
What's
man?
up, man? What's up, man? I got Granny with me today. You know what I'm saying? She round and about doing her thing. But I put the hood on, man. When I put the hood on, I be putting the hood on. Let's get it.
Let's get it. All right. So we starting off hot on this one, man. We going with Kool D. Let's go. So this was a response to Jack the Ripper. I went over this battle before. This battle just kind of started because Kool Mo D felt like LL was, taking his style, and so he dissed him. So let's go. I'm gonna start with Kurt.
Let's get
Where
it.
you got this one at?
Man, look, bro. I struggled with where exactly I was gonna put it at. You know. I wanna say S class. Like the dish itself is S class. Like if you want to go by the beat, you want to go by the bars, you want to go with what he's addressing. But when we think about classic diss tracks back in the day, they normally transcend through time. I don't know what the impact was at that time, right? But like if I think about today, there are 10 and 12-year-old kids that know about Ether and Takeover simply because those tracks were that big. Guys that weren't even alive when Tupac was around, they know about Hit 'em Up. You know what I'm saying? For us, I feel like if the impact was that big, this particular song would have like transcended through time. But I can't speak on the impact of it at the time because I was probably just born. I probably was like 1 or 2 years old when this song came out. Um, but everything about this song is S class, bro. He said, I'm gonna tell you what L stand for. Lazy, looper, limpy, lover. Then he said, I'm gonna take all of those L's, hang them on your head, and then rock your bells. Boom! Boom! You gotta understand how deep, bro. He gave this man like 13 L's. He told him, I'm gonna make you take the L, and that's what it stands for. You see what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna take them L's and rock. Then he talk about how like he said you gotta resort to being butt naked on stage and talk about but all you good words for love songs, stick to the girls and let the hardcore rappers be the hardcore rappers. Like bro, and he gave this man 4 verses. Four. Yo, he gave LL 4 verses, bro. Like that shit is unheard of, bro. And I mean, the cadence, the bars, and believe it or not, I know like a lot of the old school raps what we hear now, they be sounding real basic, and it only sounds basic to us because we done heard Jada Kiss, we done heard Andre 3000 do all these years, we done heard Wu Tang, we done heard Biggie and Pop. So it's like it's not too much people can say that we haven't heard. You know what I'm saying? But this song actually ages well. It ages well. The stuff that he's saying on this song, like you could say that to somebody today and the crowd would be like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? It's not just nostalgia. It's not just honoring and paying homage to the old school. This is just legit, period. Period. He smoked LL on this, yo. Like I told you, Reggie, we gotta talk about how LL got credit for all these losses, bro. You know what I'm saying? We got to have a video about that one, bro. But I'm gonna go S, man. It's hard. I mean, like I said, I can't really speak to the impact because I wasn't around. I'm just going purely off of what was said, what was done, and how he got his point across. and the caliber of bars inside of this song, bro. And it ages well. That's how we. That's the litmus test for all of those old songs. That's why we love Big. That's why we love Pop because we can listen to Big and Pop, and in 2025 go right outside and see everything Big and Pop was talking about in 2025. You understand? And these songs was made in 95, 96. Same thing. This song was made in the early 90s, late 80s, and it still translates well. So, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and cast my vote for the S class.
All right. We're gonna go to Stan. Where do you have it at?
Um, not S class, but it's definitely the A tier. I just don't think Kumo D is that big of a star, man. And I think but it was but the song itself. And again, I hadn't heard that song before. I obviously know about Kumo D LL Cool J Fame, but that particular song I hadn't heard until I listened to it a few days ago for the show. That song is fucking hard. Like he was attacking LL Cool J at fucking every level.
Facts.
I I don't remember how this shit started and why it was going on, but it was one of those I knew about it. Obviously, it's one of those. Yeah, if you're a hip hop head and a story of this culture, you know about it. LL has this reputation for being one of the roughest battle rappers of all time. But if we being honest, man, I think Kumo D had him in this.
Yep.
I think he had him. And this particular, this nigga went out on, like you said, 4 verses. And he didn't really have to say LL's name that much, but you knew he was talking about it. He just called that nigga, so the nigga being butt naked on stage, all that shit. That shit was comical to me. I listened to that shit like, I listened to that shit 2 times when I was doing the shit for the show. I was like, God damn. I would put it in the S. I would not put it in the S class. Sorry, I wouldn't. Me personally, I wouldn't do it. But an A tier, absolutely. This is an A tier diss track. That shit was. It was everything you want in this type of record.
Yep.
Everything that you asking for in a type of record like that in a diss record, that had all of it. Nigga went at him, went at him hard, attacked his character, attacked his authenticity. Everything that you looking for in a diss record, this shit had it. So I gotta give it up to Kumo D. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of Kumo D. He's very much an '80s rapper, which again, for me at my age, it's a little outside of my. But that shit was hard. And I didn't. I was like, God damn, I didn't know Kumo D was like that. Again, everybody's heard how he like me now, and again, he comes across
Hmm.
like a generic '80s rapper to me. I didn't know he had that shit in him. Bro. That shit was crazy. Like, I gotta give it up to him for that. I gotta give it up to him. I wouldn't put it in the S class like Kurt would, but I put it in A tier easily. Definitely. A tier. A tier easily.
Hey
Okay.
Stan, let me ask you a question. How where do you put it at in the A tier though? You know how we like it's levels to the A tier. Is it like cream of the crop A tier, mid level, lower level A tier? Where would you put it in the A tier? My question is.
This probably high level A tier. Probably high level. Like I was impressed. I was super impressed with it. Like I was like again, I had never heard it before.
Hmm.
Never heard that record. I've heard a lot of the LL Cool J disc records before, but that one I hadn't heard. Like I said, it doesn't. It's just a hard. I'm going to attack this nigga's character, his credibility as a rapper, everything, in just these
Hmm.
four verses. So I got to give it up because that shit was high class A tier, definitely. Like cream of the crop, almost.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So before I actually tear it, I want to say this. And I mean this sincerely. I'm not being disingenuous when I say this. I mean this sincerely. If you're watching this video and you are someone who was outside at the time, you're someone who's of age, and when this battle was taking place, You were there. You were there to witness it in the moment, right? If you're one of those people and you're watching this video, please explain it to me. Explain how the hell y'all came to the conclusion that LL Cool J won this battle. Like, you're just help me understand it, because I wasn't there. The only thing I can go by is the song. That's all I can go by. I can't explain. I can't measure the impact because I wasn't there. So explain it to me. He said, trying to be me. Now LL stands for lower level, lackluster, last least, limp lover, lousy lame, late lethargic, lazy lemon, little logic, lucky leech, liver lip, laborious louse on a loser's lips, live in limbo, lyrical lapse, low life with loud raps. What the what? He said, want to survive? Stick with the love songs. Take off your shirt, flex and flirt, and leave the hard rhymes to the real rhyme experts. What are we talking about, man? Like, what are we talking about? And so, like, for me, like, I know Kurt, you were saying that, it was tough for you. It wasn't tough for me. S tier, without question. S tier. He filleted him. He completely destroyed him. And like you said, he said he after he did all the L's, then he was like, yeah, I just used your name and took those L's, hung them on your head, and rocked your bells. Come on, man.
Hey, Reg, when he told him, you ain't never had no juice in New York. Now you go on tour and you talk that talk. Like, bro, you ain't never been there. Like, yo, that's crazy.
You want to battle me on the microphone? Boy, leave that crack alone. Let's go. He said, if you don't, boy, you'll get hurt. Feel like dirt and have to revert to coming on stage butt naked to make up what you can't do on record.
Mm.
Help me.
Damn.
I just don't understand. I don't understand. This was a absolute demolition, man. And you know what else I think is pretty cool? Like, he said on the song, what did he say? He said that I put the mic down, we can square off.
Yeah, we can
I,
square off.
now I don't know if, like, I don't know for sure, but was that the first time somebody said on the song, like, yeah, I body you on the beat and I whoop your ass in real life? Like, I don't know how often that was said, but that might be one of the first
Hmm.
times we heard somebody say that. S
He
tier.
wanted all the smoke. He wanted all the smoke, bro.
And
He wanted all the smoke.
here's the thing, yo. This was a bomb, and he still wasn't done. There's another one after this one, and he fried him again. This battle wasn't that close, though. Like, to be honest, it was not close. He fried him, and again, I can't, I don't know anything about the impact. I wasn't there, but song for song, come on, yo, come on, S
And
tier.
Reg, you know how we say like the difference between Not Like Us and a lot of those Drake songs was like you could dance to Not Like Us. You
Mm-hmm.
could dance to some of them Drake disses. Bro, when that shit hit, let's go, 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 go. That shit made me want to move, bro. I
Yeah,
was sitting in there listening to it
yeah,
like, yo, this probably could have banged in the club also. Go,
mm-hmm.
go, go.
Yeah,
So let's go. Like, yo, son, that was what? Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Leave it. He called his name. He called him Todd.
yeah,
Back then they used your name in the rap though. That was unheard of. He
yeah.
called him Todd.
Crazy.
Smoked.
And he wasn't, like I said, he wasn't even done. And then he was still saying, like, yo, all right, I'm frying you now, but let's meet face to face and let's battle face to face. I got some more for you. And LO didn't accept the invitation, which, after hearing this song, I probably wouldn't accepted it neither. That's
Hell
tier.
yeah, bro.
That's tier for me.
The only reason I was on the fence about S tier was because I wasn't there to be able to speak to the impact. And normally great songs, like great diss songs, they transcend through generations. Like I was saying, young kids know about Ether and they wasn't even alive when it dropped. You know what I'm saying? So um like 20 years from now, it's a kid that's gonna be born next year that 10 years from now I'm gonna know about Not Like Us because great diss songs transcended generations. Great songs, period. And
Hmm.
the only reason I didn't put it in S or had a problem was on the fence about S is because I had never heard it until you put it on a diss track. You know what I mean? On the list.
Right.
But If you would just want to talk about the product of the song, there's no way this is not S tier in my opinion.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna go S tier on that one. And now we have the response to this song, which was "The Break of Dawn" by LL Cool J. Now, this actually wasn't just aimed at Kumo D. He's firing at multiple targets on here. He's firing at Kumo D. He's firing at Ice T, um, and as well as MC Hammer. Now, the reason why he's firing at these guys is MC Hammer, particularly, had a song where he trying to think of the exact bars, but he was talking about him being number one, and there's no one else that includes LL and somebody else, and so LL took that as a diss, and that he decided to respond back. And Ice T on the song "I'm Your Pusher," there was like a little interlude in it, and somebody was talking to him and saying, "Yeah, I got that Eric B and Rakim." He's like, "Yeah, yeah, put that on." He's like, "I got that LL Cool J." He's like, "Nah, nah, I don't want none of that." So that's the reason why he fired at Ice T as well. All right, I'm gonna start with Stan on this. So where you put "To the Break of Dawn"? Where you put this one?
Oh shit, I'm struggling with this one. I'm kind of
Mhm.
teetering between. I'm teetering between the B tier, and A tier. But I don't know where to go with it. Again, LL is a legendary battle rapper, one of the best of all time. But and I didn't even realize he was taking shots at Ice T and MC Hammer. I didn't realize. Um, shit, man, that's a hard one for me. I'll probably lean towards the A tier because LL Cool J is he's one of the greatest at this form of rap. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just one of the greatest of all time at this in this form in this battle rap category. He's one of the greatest of all time.
Facts.
He just is, man. It's just again, he has a reputation for being a pretty boy rapper and I need love and all that bullshit. This nigga can get busy anytime, any place, anytime. You know what I mean? And everybody knows him for the cannabis shit, but he's going after multiple people. He's
A
had
lot
shit
of
with
people.
Ice. I know he's had shit with Ice T. He's had shit with Hammer. He's had shit with a bunch of people. This nigga, he's one that you don't mess with, and he's got again the pretty boy rapper look, and he's got all that shit. But when he gets down to it, he's street dude. He can get dirty. He can get nasty, and he let Kumo D have it definitely on his. You talking about Jerry Curl and Dusty, all that
Right.
shit. He let the nigga have it. You know, be like, if I have to lean toward, I'm gonna say officially, I'm putting that shit in the A tier. I think it's right up there. I don't know if it's middle class, low class, but it's up there in terms of this is one of this is what makes LL Cool J one of the greatest battle rappers of all time. Just that example. I mean, it's not Jack the Ripper. It's not the Ripper Strikes Back, but it's right up there. So I'm going low class A tier.
All right. So I definitely like this. I think this is a good diss track, and
It
as
was
I've
a great diss track.
yeah, and I've said multiple times that I feel like diss track you get a certain thing to it when you're firing at multiple targets. Like when you cooking like multiple people, like it adds to the track, and him firing at multiple targets here definitely added to it. I love like the first verse is the one where he's going straight at Kumo D, and he's like, the homeboy, hold on, my rhymes are too strong, nothing could go wrong, so why do you prolong, songs ain't that strong, brother, you dead wrong. Got the nerve, had him Star Trek
Star
shades
Trek
on.
Shades on. Ha! Yeah. Ah!
Yeah, he got busy on there. No, I think Hammer got it the worst though. He said, "He told that man shooting the gift, you don't shoot it right. You couldn't bust a grape in a fruit
In a
fight.
fruit
You
fight.
wouldn't throw a rock in a ghost town. So don't try to play post, clown." He said, "You little snake in the grass. You swing a hammer, but you couldn't break a glass.
Break a
You know a
glass.
lighter, a wolf, and cut you loose from that Jerry curl juice." He absolutely
Jesus.
demolished them. He demolished them. The only problem I have with this song though is I feel like I feel like Kool Mo D should have got it way worse than that, being that he was the one that was currently cooking you. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe you needed to. We're gonna talk about Drake's Family Matters in a different video, of course, but maybe that approach where you fry him, take care of the little things, and come right back and fry Kool Mo D again. Because I kind of feel like he's the one currently cooking you, and like he didn't even come strong direct at Kool Mo D. You feel what I'm saying? Like at this point of the battle, man, where that dude really just said LL and did all the ways I can say LL and called you Todd on the song. At that point, it's time. It's no more time for anything subliminal. It's hey, Kool Mo D. I got something to say to you, Kool Mo D. Like you know what I'm saying? Like at this point, at where it was, to me, it's time. It's
It's
time.
time.
And like I said, it's a good verse, but I just think that the first verse, while it was good, I love the verse at Kool Mo D. It was a good verse, but I just think at this point it was time to be direct. There was no more subliminals. Like technically speaking, somebody could listen to that song and not know the first one's about Kool Mo D. Now,
And
now,
not
now,
know it was about him.
yeah, you could. Now the second one, I mean, I think you would know it's about Hammer, but the first verse you could technically listen to it and not even know. So because of that, man, I can't put it in the A tier. I'm gonna put it like in the middle class B is where I would put this song. Good diss track, but I put it like middle class B, and I'll throw it to
It's
Kyle.
a it's an excellent diss track, but number one, I didn't like the beat. Like when it first came on in that saxophone, like why for no reason. Like I didn't quite like. I didn't think it was like a diss track beat. I didn't really like LL energy. He was real calm on it. Like yeah, you know this the LL, but we ain't on no pop shit. Yo, check it out, yo. And he did say some stuff, yo. He did, but if you listen to Mama Said Knock You Out and then listen to this track, right? Listen to his last verse on 4 3 2 1 and then listen to this song. Like he didn't bring like that. We've seen LL growl and scream on niggas. He didn't do that. He was just like real lackadaisical, just telling you about it. Um, he definitely did tell him that he needs some gold Colgate and some lotion. He definitely did talk about how you was a car thief and used to work downtown and all that. Bro, this was a legit diss track. But Let's Go is so fucking hard, bro. It is so demonic. You feel what I'm saying? Like it kind of like make you feel like, oh, you supposed to go harder than this, bro. Like I don't feel like he went hard enough. Now let's just talk about the diss, not just versus Kumo D. Because him versus Kumo D, he it's a landslide. But let's just take the disc for what it is, okay? LL said some shit on there, bro. He really did say some good stuff on there. However, man, I didn't like the beat. We barely even know that this song came out, right? Um, I would put it middle of the pack B, maybe. It's too good to be C class, but it's not enough fire to be A class. It's way too good. It's closer to A than it is to C, but middle of the class B, right? Maybe lower because high class A is Son of a Kiss. High class A is the Cypress Hill joint we just covered. It is nowhere near those, but it is too good to be C. So I would put it like middle of the pack B, lower B.
Okay. I think that's fair. I think that's a good spot for it. It's good. It's
Yeah,
definitely good. It's definitely good.
it is good. It's a very good diss track, but like your opponent sets the table. You know what I'm saying? And if your opponent is up here, like you have to be up here too. Like you can't like be here. I feel like LL was here with it when Kumo D ain't even on the Richter scale no more. You can't even rate him. He's like to the moon somewhere. You got to match that intensity, and he didn't. So I put him middle of the pack, B.
Yeah, yeah. And I just wish he was more direct. I wish that like at this point, like it's time. It's time to say Kumo D. I got something to say to you.
Mhm.
I heard because I mean, like when you listen to Let's Go, Like he's directly saying LL, and he even says in the beginning of the song, "What do you think about that Jack the Ripper?" Ha 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 ha. Ha. Like you know what I mean? He's saying, "Yeah, I heard
Right,
that. Yeah, I
right.
heard that bullshit." And then listen to this. You know, that's what I think this song needed, and it just didn't have that. It's still strong
Hmm.
enough lyrically to where it definitely belongs in the B tier without question. But I just wish he had just really just hammered him, man. And so I don't know. I feel like Hammond is the one that got the real beat down on this song. You know, he
Yo, which one of them had the girl on their album cover? Whoever had the girl on their album cover got it really bad. I don't know which one had the girl on the album cover, but he said he took her to the bathroom.
hey, Ice T. That's the third.
Yeah,
The third verse is at Ice T.
okay.
Yeah,
IT got it really bad. He
yeah,
got it really bad. He got
yeah,
it the worst, actually.
yeah. All right. So now we're gonna move to Cypress Hill, King of the Hill. Now I already went through the history of what started this battle. So if you want to like research what happened to the battle, if you actually want to go back to the previous tier list that we did, I went through the entire history as far as like what actually started this battle. Um, so this was actually the response to King of the Hill. Okay, this is called Ice Cube Killer. This is the response to that one. So I'm gonna go first on this one because I don't think y'all gonna like what I have to say.
Okay.
So let me just say this. I think it's good. I think it's a solid diss track. I think it's a solid response to King of the Hill. I think he does a lot of good things on there. I love like the some of his rebuttals. You try to pull the Diddy hoe, but you the one that got the alternative rockers in your video. It's a good response.
Hmm.
I love the fact that he puts Mac 10 in it because Mac 10's like, okay, you talking too? I'm gonna fire at you too. We wasn't firing at you on the first one, but now you in it, so we gonna fire at you too.
You
The
mean Whack 10?
yeah,
Whack
wax.
10. Yeah.
So analyzing my name should be Mac 11. I'm a higher caliber
Higher
MC.
caliber.
There's no
Ooh.
question. Kid, he got busy on there, man.
Ooh.
The only problem I have with this song though, man, it's like, yo, like, why is there so many bars about sex? Like is that like some West Coast humor or something, yo? Like, why is there so many bars about it? And it's just maybe it's West Coast humor, man, but it just some of them lines just don't quite hit for me. And I also think that having the like Ice Cube impersonator, like I guess it's kind of funny, but it's like, all right, I mean, what I mean, so what? Like, okay, you got somebody that sound like Ice Cube, but you're not really he just rapping. It would have been funny if he was able to if he took the voice and rapped as Ice Cube but actually was rapping about like him like looking in the mirror like what am I doing? I'm not really a gangster. You know, if he had did that, that might have been pretty dope. But it just sounds like all right, he sound like Ice Cube. Like, okay, so what? Like it sounds real silly and gimmicky to me. So like I just didn't enjoy that. And like I said, it's a lot of good bars on here, but there's a lot of them where like, all right, yo, we don't we talking about this again? Like, if I'm being honest, I think King of the Hill was definitely better than this one, but I think No Rest for the Wicked was better than King of the Hill. So I still think Cypress Hill won this. But if we're comparing just those two, this is why I think some people think Ice Cube won because they compare King of the Hill to Ice Cube Killer. And if you compare those two, I agree. I think Cube took it. But I think the first one, No Rest for the Wicked, was actually the best diss track of the battle. Um, Me personally, I will put this in the C tier. I liked it. I thought it was good. I got
Wow.
there's some more bars that I like on here. Like it's a bunch of bars I really like on this song. Like I like I love the rebuttal because I love rebuttals in battles. You know I
Gotta
love
rebuttal.
rebuttals. I love rebuttals, and I like because remember on King of the Hill, Ice Cube was like, I don't know nobody down with your click. I don't like no, I don't know no bitches on your dick or whatever. And he responded, he's like, all right, well, all your homies is down with my click. Why you always biting my shit? And I know one bitch on my dick is yours. Best get a blood test for your kid. Like,
Yeah.
ooh,
Yeah.
that was fire.
Yeah.
So I just think that if you take the silly Ice Cube thing out and you stop having so many bars about that other thing, it's like, all right, I think this song would have been higher, but that's why I gotta take points from it. I put it in C tier. And I'm gonna throw it to Kurt. What you got?
Well, I get what you're saying. Like times have changed, right? This track doesn't age well. It doesn't. I would just be honest. Um, but back in the day, it was about like get off my dick. You know what I mean? That was a big thing. Get off my job, get off my dick, they dick ride. That was now if you say somebody dick ride, you gotta say pause behind it, right?
Yeah, but like it's not just that though. Like you know, come on, man. Like there's so many lines about the actual like come on, like what we is that West Coast humor maybe? Is that what it is?
I think like you gotta think like back in the day, like the how we looked at gayness back in the day is different now. Guys could just walk down the street and get beat up for being gay, right? So the big thing was to make them seem like they was homos. You know what I'm saying? Because they on you on my dick so much, that you gay. Like that was that you gotta think about the '90s. That's what it was about. Get off my job. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that was a way of saying like, without me, there's no you. Now I don't really care for it too much myself, but I do understand like at that time, you gotta understand this is the time. This is the same time where Biggie said, "Girl looks so good, make me want to suck a daddy dick." I'm fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it. Like it wasn't like real homophobic. It was like real like anything that looked gay, anything that looked feminine, anything that looked flamboyant, we could just attach that to him and make him lose points. And I think that's where they was headed. But ah, let me say this. I just love B Real's voice, bro. Like his voice is made for battle. He has a voice that sounds evil. It sounds diabolical, like Mojo. It's like listening to Mojo Joe from Powerpuff Girls or Rita Repulsa or Magneto or one of them niggas, them villains we used to watch when we was a kid, bro. Right? So it's like I fuck with everything about this song, but the one thing that I did not like is this one thing that I did not like. Whoever is on the second verse, they should have just took him out. He shouldn't even have been in there. He didn't really say much. He didn't really like it didn't hit. But then Be Real comes back and it hits again, right? The beat was hard, they covered everything, but I think it's too good to be C though. That's how I feel about it. I feel like if anything, it's a lower class B, but I feel like it's too good to be C. Like they address too much. There's too many bars in it for it to just be I see level. Like it's above Macho Man and all of them, bro. And that's where we got the C's at. So I think it's a real low class level B. But yo, if they take if they take that second verse out and it's all be real, right? And add a couple more bars to like to talk about Ice Cube directly in his career, this could very well be a tier. I just think that second verse, like you say, No Rest for the Wicked had a lot of substance in it. This one was more like a troll song. Like they was trolling Ice Cube for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna put a low class B, and but I think it's too good to be C, in my opinion. So I'll put it in low class B.
Did you like the I know you said you didn't like the verse from him, but did you like the fact that he was rapping like with Ice Cube's voice? Like did you
But if you listen to Cypress Hill, that dude always kind of got compared to Ice Cube a little bit
yeah,
because
but
of his style.
yeah, but
So it was
the guy they got was he was rapping. He sounded like Ice Cube. I give him credit for his impression was phenomenal. He sounded just like Ice Cube. But like, did you like it? Did you like them just having him do just rap? But he's Ice Cube. But like, what was the point?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I
Yeah,
say they should have just took that whole second
yeah,
verse out and just
right.
had Be Real do his thing. I didn't care for the second verse. I didn't. I felt like I say, it was more of a troll job than actually. Like, listen, if we're gonna be hard in a battle, then be hard in a battle. If you're gonna troll in a battle, then troll in a battle. Is it kind of fuck a battle up when you come out with hard as fuck and then troll in the next verse
That's
and
but
then come back hard as fuck. I
right.
really didn't like that feel. So if you take the second verse out and it's all Be Real and Be Real give me about 12 more bars of just about Ice Cube, bro, this could have been I feel like they missed out on a grand opportunity to make this an A class, possibly S class diss track. So but I'm gonna put it in lower class B as it stands.
Right. Stan, get in here. What do you say?
Lower class B for me. I ain't particularly
Mhm.
care for the Ice Cube impersonator. That's some SNL shit, man. I don't really care for that.
He said SNL. He said SNL.
I don't care for all that jokesy shit, man. But that's that, and everything, all the homosexual stuff. I'm like, yeah, that shit don't age very well in this time, man. So, again, that was what it was back then, but now it's just like a little juvenile shit. But B Real is dope. B Real is dope. Underrated battle rapper. Didn't know he had that shit in him until you saw get into all that shit with him and Cube and Mac 10 and West Side Connection. The song is fine. Again, it ain't Rest for the Wicked. It ain't King of the Hill. I like the fact that they took the King of the Hill, beat and flipped it and rapped over it and dissed him on it. That shit's creative. I think again, didn't care for the Ice Cube impersonator. Thought that was silly shit. Y'all niggas is going out here about stealing y'all shit. Y'all making jokes and homosexual jokes. And it's like, nah, I'm not feeling that. The record is straight, but like I said, it ain't West for the Wicked. So like it ain't that. It's definitely like a tier below that one.
Hmm.
Definitely a little tier below that. But it was straight. It was cool. Um, I don't think I'm gonna have a whole lot of good things to say about the rest of the records on this. That we're gonna talk about. This might be the best that we get as far as as far as what I got to say. This might be like the peak of positivity, but it's not gonna be very positive for the rest of that shit on this list. Let's tell you that right now.
Oh,
Um, it's not gonna be all
oh,
positive.
Stan does it every time, bro. He do it every time, bro. I swear, that's my guy.
So shout out to B Real, shout out to Cypress Hill. I put it in the lower class B tier, but I can't go any higher just because of the goofiness and the Ice Cube and the impersonator and the comedy shit. No, I take it there. If it's funny is one thing. I didn't think that shit was funny. The nigga did sound like Ice Cube. I ain't gonna front. You know what I'm saying? It did sound like Cube. Again, I can get where you're coming from. Where you're trying to, we're gonna have a nigga that sound like Ice Cube on the record. He gonna be dissing himself. That's funny. I guess. I wasn't feeling it like I was feeling the other shit they did. So I'll say lower class B tier for that.
All right. So you say y'all both say B. I say C. So I guess we'll put it in B, like lower class B. It's probably the place where this one will end up.
That's right.
All
Here
right.
we go.
So the next
Here
one
we go.
will be Mariah Carey, "Obsessed." Okay, so this was a diss track aimed at Eminem, and there's a lot of history that went into this before this track came out. So this goes back because basically Mariah Carey was doing an album, and she asked Eminem to come help out, just help out in the studio, and I guess maybe they were hanging out a bit. And them hanging out, rumors started spreading about them, possibly dating. And so Mariah Carey denied it and said that they were just, in a business relationship. However, on the Eminem show, Eminem had two mentions talking about them dating on the song "When the Music Stops." He said, "Would you take me for a joke? You smoking crack? Before I do that, I beg Mariah to take me back." Right, and then of course
Mm.
On Superman, he spit, "What you trying to be my new wife? What you Mariah fly through twice." So there was that. So two lines he referenced Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey said actually once again that she was not dating Eminem. They never had an intimate relationship, and she could count on one hand how many people that she's been in relationships with, and Eminem is not one of them. Mariah Carey also clapped back on a song of her own. Mariah Carey responded to Eminem again, and she said, "I should have left it at I liked your music too, and I should have never called you back when you pursued me. I should have never gave you my two-way. I should have never listened to your woeful stories, the ones you've told 1,000 times before me. You should have never intimated we were lovers when you know very well we never touched each other." So he had that joint, and Mariah Carey had out. Eminem then responded by leaking a voicemail from Mariah Carey, and it was a voicemail of her flirting with him, right? And he was on stage performing "Ass Like That," and then he, showed the voicemail. Terrible song, by the way. He and then of course on uh, Eminem's Return. What was the name of that album when he came back? The one that had whatever the album was called.
Was it M? It wasn't M core. I don't know. Was it
The
Rehab?
one relapse. Yeah, relapse.
Relapse.
Yeah,
Relapse.
on relapse, he had bagpipes from Baghdad, and on there he was taking some shots at her and Nick Cannon. Um, I don't really feel like quoting those lyrics, but he is going at them both, and that takes us to here, obsessed Mariah Carey. And before Stan, 'cause I know what Stan likes to do on these, when I put these different kind of songs up there, he likes to say that it's not a diss track, and there's no question this is a diss track because
It is a diss track.
if you watch the video, there's a fake Eminem in the video, so there's no getting out of this one, Stan. This is a diss track. So Stan, what do you think? Where do you put this song at? Why are you so obsessed with me? What you think?
Everybody
There you
knows.
go.
I don't know
Come
why.
on, Stan. Give us something.
I don't get it, man. I just don't get it. It's a really bad song. Besides the fact that it doesn't belong on this list, does any of this stuff with Eminem and Mariah Carey belong and it warrants any discussion. Um, it's a really bad song. It's Mariah Carey dressed as Eminem in the video. That's her doing that. Oh God, it's really bad, man. And I don't have much to say. I don't think I don't actually think I'm going to rank this or rate it because I don't think it belongs in there.
You got to put it
It's
somewhere, though, Stan.
not really a diss song at Eminem. It's again, this is something that this is a weird case of he said, she said, I screwed you, y'all didn't. And I don't know why Eminem would go around telling people that he had a relationship with Mariah Carey at 55. Like, why the fuck would he lie about something like that? And Mariah sounds stupid and stupid trying to deny shit. Oh, it's just stupid. I'm not talking this. I'm putting it in the F class, and if we have an F tier, that's where it goes. It's a really bad song. It's a really bad video, and um, I don't know if all the plastic surgery Mariah Carey's had over the years is kind of fucking
Wow.
her brain.
Damn, bro.
Uh, yeah, look, I like Mariah's shit. She's had some really, she's a great pop star, great pop star. I don't know why this is being discussed in this particular avenue, in this particular um, genre of music that I have a love for, and I don't understand why we continuously have these records that don't belong here put into it. And yeah, I know we're gonna talk about the stupid Eminem song, after that. It's gonna be a very similar rating on that one as well. So we're gonna,
So when you putting it at, Stan? Where you putting it, bro?
You said F.
Stan funny. He a
You
savage,
said
man.
F.
Oh, he said
if
F.
it was anything lower than F, if it was a lower, if it was anything lower than F, I would put it there. But I think we only have F, so that's where we're gonna put that at. And, y'all can talk about it all you want right now. I'm done.
Kurt.
Hey, yo. First of all, we're not gonna do that to Mariah on this show, yo. We're not gonna do that, bro. Yo, shout out to Mariah. You know what I mean? She one of the queens. Um, like you said, it was a whole back and forth with her and M, her and M, her and M, her and M, and this was just like, you know what? I would put this actually as a diss. You know, she had some bars. You delusional, boy, you losing your mind. She told him, I could see right through you like you bathing in Windex.
Mm-hmm.
That means you glass, nigga. Like she really did, yo. She
Mm-hmm.
did say some things. Everybody knows it's clear that you're obsessing me. Why you lying, telling everybody you sexing me? Bro, the worst thing a man could do is lie on his word.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the worst things you could do as a man is lie on your meat, bro. And say, I hit that chick and you did. She basically accused this man of lying on his wee wee, man. She accused this man of lying on his dick, right in front of all of us, bro. And then she said, finally found a girl that you couldn't impress. Like she said some shit on that. With that being said, it's not bad blood though. Bad blood was like ugh. I would put this I would put this in probably it's gonna go in my opinion, I'm gonna put it in C class, okay? I believe that this is probably like a F or a D, maybe. But when you think about the impact of this song, when she first dropped this shit, and then when you look at the video and the impact of this song is what carry it. The actual song itself, I mean, it's a pretty good pop song that you can play on the radio, but as a diss track, it's not really like vicious. Even though it is funny, it's a troll song. She trolling the hell out of Eminem the whole song, okay? I'm gonna put it in C based off the impact of the song. You gotta understand, Mariah had this the nigga that everybody was scared of, bro. Like she actually went at Eminem when some of the best rappers in the game wouldn't say his name. Okay, um, and then like the impact of the song, and then the video, bro. That's an S class video. I don't care what you say, bro. That's an S class video, bro. He is holding the camera. He's holding the feather and fanning her. He's holding the blow dryer. He's following her around. She's dressed up as him in a denim uniform and the big dumbass hoodies, bro. That's an S class this video, bro. But when you put it with the song and all the other things, it brings it down. So I'm gonna just put it at like the bottom of C. I think it belongs to the bottom of C. But God, that video, that video of Eminem is the single biggest diss of Eminem's career. Nobody has ever trolled him like that to this day. To this day, nobody has ever trolled Eminem like that, bro. That has to mean something, bro. So I'm gonna go like UGK dissed. I mean, MGK dissed him. Game dissed him. Benzino dissed him. A lot of people dissed him before, but nobody has ever trolled him and like made fun of his image and who he is as a man like that video. When you look at that video, that is the worst that somebody has ever trolled Eminem. So I'm gonna put it in the bottom of C.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think bottom of C is about where it should be. This was solid, man, and you pretty much said everything, Kurt. I want to mention one more thing, though. She said, you know, and then I'm up in the A. You're so lame. No one here even mentions your name. It must be the weed. It must be the E, because I heard you be popping. Heard you get it popping. Like, yeah, we getting disrespectful. We gonna talk about that drug habit. Oh yeah, let's get disrespectful. Yeah, this was a solid track, man, and the video is what takes it over the top. I will disagree with Kurt from this when he was talking about Bad Blood, because I think Taylor Swift's Bad Blood isn't as direct as a troll job as this one was. Like, I think Bad Taylor Swift's Bad Blood is a much better song, without question. It's a better song, but as a diss, I think this one's better because it's pretty direct when you add in the video. If Taylor Swift's Bad Blood actually had something that was like trolling Katy Perry directly, I think it would be different. But like this one is directly trolling Eminem, and there's bars in here that's going right at Eminem. So that's
Directly.
yeah, so that's the only thing I disagree with. But yeah, man, it's a solid song. And I mean, I researched it, and this was a top 10 Billboard song. This is a top 10 song. So like everybody was in it. You're delusional, you're delusional. Everybody heard it. Everybody heard it. So yeah, I'm gonna agree with Kurt. I'm gonna say this is C tier. This was solid. Stan, do
Hey,
you have any disagreements? Oh, go ahead, Kurt.
hey Stan, you ain't like Gucci Mane verse on there?
Yeah, Gucci Man on the song too. Yeah, yeah.
You ain't like Gucci Mane verse?
I don't have anything else to say. Man. I'm trying to. Let's move on. That was small. I don't know what that was small. Garbage. Man. Garbage.
Uh,
Again,
you
I
gonna
don't
put
know.
nobody in the C, man.
I don't know what
Uh,
is. I don't know what the definition of like battle rapping and what we're talking about here. We talking about battle rapping. We talking about the streets, and we're talking about dudes going on mics and talking. Well, we talking about people doing some elementary school shit like oh we
It's a
I
diss
this shit.
though.
No, it's
You don't
not. This
have
is
to
much.
rap the diss.
This is about as much as a diss as me saying that I don't know fucking Rugrats is a better cartoon than Doug. That's pretty much in the sense that I look at it. Like I don't have time.
Wait, say what now?
This is a cartoon.
It's a legit diss though, bro. It is a diss though, right? Stan. You can't. I know she not hardcore taking it to the streets, but it's still
What
a
are we
diss
talking
track.
about? What are we talking about? Are we talking about the art of battling and going at each other on records and
Yes.
wax? Are we talking about people doing a he said she said I slept with you, no I didn't? And it's like this is some high school shit. This
It's
is
a
not
battle.
warranted. It's like are we putting this in the same class as Tupac and Biggie and Jay Z and Nas
It's
and
a diss
Kendrick and
track.
Drake? Oh, Cool J. No, it's not, man. This shit
It
is
is. How
cartoon.
can Jay say? How can it not be a diss track?
Like Stan,
I
like
don't.
like Nas, like Nas is not a club rapper, but he has club songs. Like
What
Nelly
do
and
we?
Busta Rhymes are the kings of the club, but Nas has a song or two that can bang in the club. Like
Are we?
you can't
What I'm
say
saying is,
because she's not spitting hardcore that she's not dissing because she's not
are
spitting it
we?
hardcore.
The question is, are we putting this in the same category as that stuff? Because if we are, then let me know so I can start adjusting how I'm looking at what disc records and what this is. Because I don't know what we're talking about. Are
We're
we
talking
talking
about diss
about
records.
battling? Are we just talking about cartoonish shit like this? Like
We
this
talking
shit
about
does
diss
not
records.
belong. This does
If this
not
is this is
belong.
a diss, bro. If I sing to you and say, "Ooh, I fucked your bitch," it's still a diss, right? It's still a diss, thing. It's still a diss, even if I sing it. Ooh,
I,
you
I
just
don't
suck
have.
ass nigga. It's still a
I
diss.
don't. I don't have a whole lot else to say about it. Like, I mean,
Y'all just don't like that shit, right?
if we're gonna
He
do the
just don't
comedy
like that
section,
shit.
if we're gonna do the comedy section of this thing, then that's fine. That's all it. I don't have anything else. I have nothing about. And you know you want to talk about the Eminem song? I have nothing to say about that. Let me just again him dissing Nick Cannon is like me picking on making fun of my 3-year-old daughter. Like I don't have time for that. You supposed to be one of the goats. You should have taken the shots at Nick Cannon. I don't have I don't have Eminem in my top five. That's why I barely have him in my top 10 because if you trying to be a goat, you can't be sitting there taking shots at people like Nick Cannon. You just can't do it. You can't take shots at Nick Cannon. You can't take shots at Mariah Carey. You can't get into battles with people
Christina
like that.
Aguilera, Britney Spears.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
get what he's saying.
no,
I
he's
get what
right.
he's saying.
That is one thing that if you want to, and I don't want to turn this to an Eminem thing. We got some more tracks to do, so I don't want to turn it into like a breaking down Eminem's career. But if it's one thing about Eminem's career that you can definitely pick apart, it is that. It is the fact that
Hmm.
he never battled somebody that can really bring it to him. He seems to duck smoke against guys that can really get busy. So that's fair. But this is a diss track, Stan. Like this song is a. Did you watch the video? Did you watch the video?
No, I watched 5 seconds of the video and took the shit off. It was corny. I watched. I didn't
No,
turn it on.
man.
I did turn it on. I watched like 5 seconds of that shit. I said, "Oh, this shit cornball." I can't do
Yo, yo, I feel like she deserves to be C strictly because she did the greatest troll job on Eminem that we've ever seen. Like that's the best troll job I've never seen Eminem troll worse than that. Period. Like you got it, and the video is a part of the diss track, bro. You know it is. Hit him
it.
up
Again,
with the fake ass
yeah,
little C's and all them niggas. That's a part of it.
Yeah, it's a part of it, man.
again, I don't. It is what it is. Man. I get it. I get it. You do shit like the Macho Man. We talk about shit. Again, I get why he's telling the because I get what Reggie's trying to do with it, and I get why he thinks it's funny. And it's fine. I take this battle
It's a
rap shit
troll.
seriously. I take it seriously.
It's
I
more.
don't. I
It's
don't.
more a stand. It's more ways to diss than I shoot you in your face. You know what I'm saying?
I do not. I take it very seriously, and it is a It's one of my favorite subgenres of hip hop, and I take it seriously. So when y'all niggas put and expect me to have expect me to take it seriously, I get what we're doing here. We're just being funny, or having some fun. And I just don't have time.
Yeah,
Again, we just spend way too much time talking about this shit. I'm done. So y'all
Okay.
go into the Eminem song. I'm going to the next one.
Yeah, you're right.
Go ahead.
You're right. That's right, because you're right, because we do have to move on and talk about the response. This was the response to obsessed.
hey yo,
Go
Stan is a
ahead.
savage, bro. That's my guy, yo.
Yeah.
You did put that. You did cover that. There we go. There we go.
So so yeah, the Eminem song is called "The Warning." Now this was a response to Mariah Carey's song. This was his response to it. And you know what? I'm gonna go first on this one. So from a rap perspective, this was good. Like he's flowing very well. His flow was pretty immaculate on this song, honestly. Like he was really flowing on it. The beat was good. Solid disses. The rhyme schemes are good, like the Eminem always does. The idea of actually bringing in Mariah Carey's voice, I guess from like voice man, and like interweaving that into his bars was creative, very creative. Um, but I gotta be honest, like this is where I think me and Stan are gonna align. Like, all right, dude, like you made a whole diss record about a R&B pop singer, like a whole diss record, like not like I'm gonna give you a few bars, I'm gonna give you a verse. You made a whole thing about a R&B pop singer, like a whole joint. And like, I'm sorry, that's just a little much to me. Like, really? Like, you really gonna go in that hard on Mariah Carey? I know it kind of sounds like I'm contradicting myself because like when we talked about the Everlast thing, Stan was talking about how the opponent matters, and I think me and you Kurt kind of agree, like no, like the opponent don't matter. It's like if you are you getting busy or not. But it's still like with this one, it just feels different to me. I can't really explain why, but for me, this one does feel a little bit different. And maybe it's just because it's Eminem. And like I said, I feel like the big criticism of his career, if you want to point to something besides some really bad albums, is just that you don't go crazy on people who can actually get busy on the mic. You seem to really go in when it's somebody you think you can handle with no problem. And what's Mariah Carey supposed to do with this? Like R&B singers, they can't release venom, like you know what I mean? The rappers rap, like you know what I mean? Like she can't like really like go crazy. So like to do a whole song to me was just all right, bro. Like, come on. So I'm just gonna put it right next to Mariah Carey's. I'm gonna put it in the C tier as well. I'm gonna say both of them can just sit in the C tier next to each other, and the low cash C they can just hang out, and maybe they can sit down at the low cash C table and drink some low class vodka and just reminisce on what the relationship was. So that's what I say. I say low class C. I'm gonna go to Kurt. What do you say?
Hey yo, I hate to say this, yo, and Stan really gonna get mad at me. He really gonna get mad at me, bro. But Mariah Carey won this battle. Mariah Carey won this battle, bro. This track by Eminem makes him look like more of a sucker. You talking that like you gotta hear what he's saying. Like, first of all, we all men. You know, we don't kiss and tell, bro. Bro, we keep our the real men don't kiss and tell. Nigga, you kissing and telling. And then on top of that, you was with her, you claimed you was with her for 6 months and only hit once. And then you talk about how she said you pre-ejaculated. Like this doesn't look good for you, brother. This doesn't look good on him. He really looks like a sucker. And then he looks like the dude that's mad at your new boyfriend. Or you got a new boyfriend, let me diss him too. Yo, Eminem looks like a straight up sucker in this song, bro. It don't matter how many bars he put together. It don't matter how many. And when we were saying like the opponent doesn't count, you got to get busy regardless. You got to get busy regardless. However, Whitney Houston, Janet Jackson, Mary J. Blige, okay, Madonna, okay, Mariah Carey. Those are five women that are untouchable. You understand? You don't talk about Whitney Houston. You don't talk about Mary J. Blige. You don't say shit about Madonna. You bet not say nothing about Janet Jackson. Mariah Carey is cut from that cloth. Like she is one of the goddesses, bro. Like you can't talk bad about women like Meryl Streep. You can't talk bad about Angela Bassett. It is certain goddesses that are put up on a pedestal that we say, I want my daughter to end up like, I want my daughter to be successful. Like when you listen to Janet Jackson music, it's about the emotions of a woman and what she's going through in love. It's not about, oh, hit it from the back real fast. You see what I'm saying? Like a lot of these women are. Mariah Carey is royalty, bro. The fact that she might have did you credit, you supposed to take it on the chin. You don't hear Jermaine Dupri talking about Janet Jackson. You don't hear KC talking about Mariah Carey. You don't hear Bobby Brown dissing Whitney Houston. Like these are goddesses, bro. You're not supposed to be going at women. Like I feel like he's picking on women. I always talk about why you diss Christina Aguilera, why you dissing Britney Spears, bro. Like these are women. Like me personally, if I'm a rapper and a woman come out and say something about me, I'm gonna get on the radio and I'm gonna say, look, she's entitled to her opinion. Like I feel like I don't want to call it like domestic abuse, but it's like you picking on a woman, dog, because she didn't want you and moved on with another nigga. Man, it's D class, bro. I don't care how good he rap. It's D class, bro.
Wow. D.
I
Okay.
don't care how good he rap. The fact that he's attacking, bro, you are so heartbroken by this woman. You're on stage playing her voice, and then he put the voicemails in it. That's the come on, dog. Like, see, guys, I really did have sex with her before. See, guys, she really did like me before. You see, guys, I'm justified in being heartbroken. That's how I feel about it. I feel like it's some real sucker shit, bro. Some real, and Stan alluded to it. It's Mariah Carey, bro. She's one of the queens of this game, bro. You don't, and the only reason she was coming after Eminem is because he was coming after her. Like this nigga so heartbroken that he dissing her in songs because she only let, by his account, she only let me hit once in 6 months. Bro, he sound like a sucker ass nigga in this whole diss track. This whole situation with her, he's a sucker ass nigga. So I'm not about to. I'm on my stand shit with this one. I'm not about to reward a nigga for dissing Mariah Carey, bro. Straight up, I'm not. And then the shit that you talking about. Oh, you got a new man. Whoa, me and your man got the same tattoo. Like, bro, no, bro. D class, bro. Wrap it up. Stan gonna put it in F. I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt by putting it in D for real. The only reason I'm putting it in D is because he actually rapped his ass off. But other than that, I have no respect for
Hey man, that's fair. That's fair. I'm not even mad at that take at all. Like I did consider the D tier as well. I just like the reason why I put it in C is because I do think he rapped well, and while I do think the voicemail thing is some sucker shit, like the way he kind of weaved it into his bars, I thought was really creative. So I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt of the actual art of rapping and battling. I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt is that and with that, but I'm not mad at that take at all. I think you're right on the money on that.
it. Yeah, like I'm gonna give you credit. When my mother grew up crying listening to Mariah
Yeah,
Carey, you know what I mean? When Mariah Carey was heartbroken, my mother was heartbroken, bro. I'm not you dissing that. No, no, I don't
I'm
know.
with I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. Stan, what you got?
I already told y'all it's an F. It's F. I'm not going. One ball again. You supposed to be. You want to be a goat. You just listen to R&B. When you're doing this high school shit. You broke. Yeah, I don't got time for this shit. Man. Let's go to the next song.
Yeah,
F tier.
man. F tier, man. He lost to Mariah
Eminem's,
Carey, man.
Eminem's battle record history. Eminem is okay. Okay. Eminem's battle rap stuff. His the battle rap history is not. It's not great. I mean, again, he has the pedigree of being this battle rapper because he came up in the rap Olympics and all that shit. So look at the people that he's got to the situation. And when you sit there like, you know what? That's not. He's not the same tier as LL Cool J or Kool D or some of these other guys, Ice Cube. he's not in that same tier because of the people he's actually done this shit with. And I'm supposed to take
Agreed.
him serious because he did a entire he did a 32 bars on fucking Mariah Carey. I was like,
Mariah, bro. He gave Mariah 32, bro. Mariah.
you did
Yeah.
32 bars on Mariah Carey. I'm supposed to take you seriously as a battle rapper. Again, it's one of the things that keeps him from being in that real, sitting at the real GOAT table. If you're talking about the table of the top of all time, I can't put him there because of this shit. I can't put him there because of the Mariah Carey shit. I can't put him there because of the Nick Cannon shit. I can't put him there because of Christina Aguilera and Everlast and all these irrelevant people who aren't relevant to the hip hop culture. And you're doing this shit. No, nope.
Yeah, I mean, at least at least Everlast was a rapper, and this was just like, yeah,
Meanwhile, Royce the 5'9" this the whole D12 and say M can get it too, and you say nothing to him.
Yep, 1,000% agree, 1,000% agree.
You not have the
Rap
balls.
Ron Fest go on 106 and Park and say, yeah, I beat Eminem in the battle. I dare him say my name. I beat him in the battle again. And you say nothing to Ron Fest. I already beat Eminem in the battle. He said that. I already beat Eminem in the battle. I bet he won't battle me. And you said nothing.
Yep, yeah. I mean, it's fair.
So I.
It's fair.
They're still talking shit about it. Still to this day said that, yo, Eminem used to call me a nigga on the battle.
Yeah. Um. So Kurt, you say D, right?
I say D, yo.
And Stan said F. And
You
you know
said
what?
C.
I said
That it
C.
balances out the D.
Yeah, and honestly, I kind of feel D anyway because I just think that it's. I was giving it a C because I still do think that just on some rap shit, I think he did do his thing on some
He
rap shit.
did.
So that's kind of why I was still thinking C. But honestly, I think D is a good spot for it. Honestly, if I'm being real, I think D is about where it should be just because of the moment of it. And you know what's funny? We're gonna move on to that. I know Stan's probably like, why are we still talking about this? Um,
This is the first time
Nick Cannon actually, because this did bring Nick Cannon into the battle, and Nick
oh man,
Cannon,
I'll bring it
Nick
in.
Cannon challenged Eminem to pull up on Wildin' Out. You know, Wildin' Out they had the little thing where they rap battle. He called him out like, all right, come on, let's go battle face to face. Eminem never responded back to that. So, you know,
And he called him out to fight. He said, I'm tired of the back and forth. Let's just pull up. Like, if you want to, we could do it however you want. He let Nick Cannon, and I ain't trying to say, I'm not saying Nick Cannon is a bitch, but Nick Cannon is the farthest nigga from wanting drama. All Nick Cannon want to do is make money, take care of his kids, shoot his show, do his thing. That nigga called you out to fight. Nah, bro, he don't get no credit for this Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey won this battle. Your loss to Mariah.
all right, so we're gonna
Can't,
move
can't sleep. I'm
on.
sure that's still sleeping at night knowing that. I'm sure. I'm sure he struggles to sleep at night with that knowledge.
All right, so
Oh,
we're gonna move on here.
oh, y'all
We
got me
have
crying.
50
Y'all got
Cent,
me crying.
50 Cent, funeral music. So this was a diss track aimed at Camron. This thing just kind of just came up out of nowhere. 50 Cent was on the radio, and I guess he was talking about at the time there was this thing, Koch Records, where you could go there and
Hmm.
be independent. And the idea was that if you went there and you were an independent artist, you made more per album sale. Now,
Right.
for the young people, this is before streaming. This is when we had to actually go to the stores and purchase the album. There was the narrative of when you were with a major label, you got a very small percentage of the actual album sale, right? You got a small percentage of it. Where if you went to Koch, you got a bigger percentage of the album. So that's what they were talking about. And 50 was saying that it wasn't true. He was calling Koch Records a graveyard. He was saying when you go to Koch, that means you're a failed mainstream artist and you have to go to the more independent label. That was what 50 Cent was saying on the radio. The problem is Camron took issue with this because Jim Jones was actually on. I don't know if he was on Koch or was he just on an independent. I can't remember.
No, he's signed the Koch. He has
He
signed the
was with
Koch
Koch.
records.
So he was with Koch, and Cameron took offense to us. He's like, "You calling this shit a graveyard? Then you saying that my artist is in a graveyard? So I got a problem with that." So he called up on the radio while 50 was on the radio, and they had a back and forth about it. And Cameron just mastered trolling, just trolling him, saying, Curtis, and this will come later, but he's saying, Curtis, how much did such and such sell? Because he was saying that Jim Jones sold about the same
Made more
thing,
money.
yeah, that Lloyd Banks
Hmm.
sold and made more money because it was Koch. And so after this exchange happened on the radio, 50 went to the studio and dropped funeral music, shot the video as well. So Kurt, I'm gonna go to you. Where you got funeral music?
Yo, my man 50 Cent, bro. Yo, he is at his best when he's trolling, when he's dissing niggas. 50 is at his best. He can make good songs, don't get it twisted. But if you want to hear the best of 50, he got to have a chip on his shoulder. Like he got a chip on his shoulder. It's like it just brings something different out of him. Okay? And I ain't even gonna lie, man. You talking stop I say and have niggas show up in black bags and have niggas, with black rags show up in black bags and have niggas shoot up in black bags. Like, yo, what?
Yeah.
What? What do you say? Now they laughing at that. Now they laughing at Cam down on Linux. They know he went at 50 Cent, but they don't know why he did it.
Yeah.
Like 50 is his best when he's trolling. Okay. This is and I remember this being on the Young Buck album. That is why I didn't
Mhm.
get a lot of radio play because it was on Young Buck's album. I remember listening to Young Buck's album through and through and like and it just dropped. Like, hold up, bro. Did he drop a bonus hidden track on Buck album dissing Cam? Like, yo, 50 Cent is a mastermind, bro. However, putting it on Young Buck album kind of hurt the impact of the actual diss. Okay. Everything is cool as a fan till you get rolled on. Have you in the ICU trying to hold on. Like 50, yo, that's yo, he is his best when he is killing niggas. However, when I rate this against other 50 Cent diss tracks, it's still impressive, but it's not as impressive. You understand? Like Back Down was some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Problem Child, Jack and was it Robin when he was robbing the industry. We should ooh, forgot about that. But 50, he's at his best when he's dissing and trolling. He did everything he's supposed to do. He shot the video. Um, I'm torn. I'm torn because I want to put it in A class.
Okay.
However, like when I think about like when we stand true to the rubric, it's not that lyrically potent, even though it's very entertaining. It's just not lyrically potent. Um, didn't have the impact of it, so I'm gonna put it in B. I'm gonna put it probably middle of the pack to lower B. Um, I enjoyed it. I thought it was entertaining. I liked the beat. I just didn't. Only thing I didn't like is that it was on Young Buck's album. That's the only thing that I'm really at a dislike about it. I don't dislike nothing else but that. But at the same time, I understand the marketing genius. If you tell everybody that 50 Cent this Camron on Young Buck's album, everybody gonna want to listen to Young Buck album. And then it's not an actual track. So you have to listen to a certain amount of tracks to get to the bonus track, right? So it's a great marketing strategy for your out to help your artist, but in terms of the actual history and lore of this track, it kind of hurts it a little bit. So I'm gonna put it in B class, man. I think it belongs in B, man. Probably the lower end of B, maybe upper C. I just think it's too good to be C. So I'm gonna put it like lower B class.
Stan?
C class. Oh my gosh. It's
Oh,
barely C. It's barely C class.
You say C class? Oh, barely C. Wow. Okay, Stan.
I have again. This is the era of 50 Cent the Bully. I didn't care for any of that shit. The only thing that was good from any of this shit was what we're gonna talk about with Curtis, and that was just the video. The song itself was ass, but the video was hilarious. But this shit was just a typical 50 Cent diss track. I don't know what the difference between funeral music and I'm an animal and Piggy Bank and all those other shit, dumbass songs that he did back then. Dissing people that weren't his, dissing people who were better rappers than him. I just again, this shit just kind of came out of, again, you out there talking shit because at the time you was the biggest dog in the industry, and you talking shit about independent rappers and independent labels. That shit was cornball. So you taking shots at niggas on indie labels. It's like a nigga in the WWE taking shots at independent wrestling. What the fuck is you doing?
Right.
That's where the shit. The that's where the business is built on the streets. Hip hop is a street art form. That's where it comes from. Like you can come up here and nah, that shit cornballs, yo. Mad cornballs. I didn't. I thought it was cornballs then. I think it's worse now. And then what's funny is, like I said, he wants to talk about the graveyard. Man, the music industry now is damn near no different than it was then.
Yep. Yep.
Apple Music and Spotify and all these places is definitely rappers is raping niggas when it comes to paying. So I mean, I don't know, man. I thought they said the only good thing about all that shit was the video for Colors. That's about it. Everything else, I wasn't paying much attention to. Then I listened to the song recently because I hadn't heard it in years. I was like, okay, great, typical 50 Cent bullying tactics, and the whole putting it on Young Buck's album. Again, Jay-Z did shit like that 10 years prior to that, so that wasn't like it was Jay-Z did that shit when he put all that shit anything on Beanie Siegel's album. It ain't like just saying he came up with that shit. That was something that was done 10 years prior to that. I wasn't impressed. I put it in the C class because I mean 50 can be funny at times, but that's about the best of it. To me, just a typical 50 Cent bully tactic that he was doing back then.
So, I'm actually very surprised that Kurt said he even considered this for the A tier because there's no consideration. This is not anything close to no A tier diss. And I actually enjoyed this. I thought it was a solid diss track, but A tier is crazy. Like not even close to an A tier track. I like that the beat of the song, like the overall kind of feel, just how aggressive he's rapping on the song. So I do enjoy it. Um, but even if we're talking about B tier, I'm thinking about some of the songs we have in B tier. I'm thinking about the tier list party I always bring up. If it's a party and it's nothing but B tier disses there, does this fit in? And you think about what we've put in the B tier, like right there, we have King of the Hill, we have LL Cool J to Break of Dawn. I don't think this one belongs in that party, to be honest. And what else have we put in the B tier? Like we haven't brought this up, but we did put Drake's back to back in the B tier, which I think a lot of people probably think is crazy. We put that in the B tier, and same thing. Like I don't think this is in that conversation to be next to that kind of a diss track. We've put a lot of good diss tracks in the B tier. I don't think this song really belongs there. I think this song very much belongs in the C tier. I think it's like a middle tier, C tier diss record. But again, I do enjoy it. I think it's good. I think the video is dope. I like the energy of it, but C tier is about right just because I really don't have like a lot of bars I really could pull from. And the ones you said, Kurt, is probably the best bars. There's not really a lot on there I thought was like hard hitting bars, really. It was more the energy and of the song than it was like him really just cutting Cam down to me. So I'm gonna say like middle tier C tier is where I would put this song at.
Hey, yo, we put back to back in B tier.
We did. We
Yeah, we're
put
gonna have
B.
to review that one. We're gonna have to review that. We're
Yeah,
gonna have to
man.
review that one, bro. We're gonna have to. We're gonna have to tell. Look, we're gonna have to review that one, bro. That's one of the ones. I told you, the B tier is gonna give us the hardest. Yeah, we're
Yeah,
gonna have to review that.
but okay. I don't want to get into a debate about back to back, but yeah, okay. So I say C. I think Stan said lowercase C, and then you said B, Kurt.
The reason I'm putting it in B tier, the reason I feel like it's in B tier because like it was. I'm not mad. First of all, I'm not mad at y'all putting it in C tier. We've heard way better diss tracks from 50 Cent. We not. That's not even. I'm not even gonna argue the C tier. I'm just gonna tell you why I thought it was B. I thought it was B tier because I just feel like he was trolling. I look at it as a troll song, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not expecting him to have ether bars because he's trolling. We've heard 50 Cent troll, but then we heard 50 Cent try to kill shit. And there's two different types of 50 Cent battling. You got the 50 Cent that got Tata Licious on the track. You know what I mean? Then you got 50 Cent that got Buster on the track trying to kill shit, right? I felt like he was trolling, and as a troll job, as a troll song, it was a very good troll song. So that's the reason why I was saying B. But hearing you talk, like, yo, we put back to back in B tier, this shit might be D. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at the C tier. I'm not mad at that. But if we're gonna compare it to other B tier songs, it might get blown out the water worse than C. Actually, if we think about it,
We
like
also had
we put West for the Wicked and Son of a Kiss and Kill Shot in B tier, and they blowing this shit out the water.
no rest
So
for the
C
wicked.
tier will be
No rest for the wicked. We put in A tier. Kill shot we put in B tier as well. What was the other one you said?
Son of a Kiss.
Son of a Kiss was B. Um. So yeah,
This
that's
shit, this shit shouldn't even be compared to Son of a Kiss in no way, shape, form, or fashion.
yeah. I mean, again, there's levels to the B tier, but even within that's why I use the
The
example of the
parties.
party because everything
Yeah.
is not going to be the same at the party. But like it's like, all right, you should be here. You can be allowed in. I don't think this song is allowed in the B tier party. It's just not. It's not. That's not the right place. I think C tier because I mean you talk about it's a troll song. Well, I mean yeah, I mean the Macho Man song is a nice troll song. We just did Mariah Carey. It's a nice troll song. Again, in my opinion, I know y'all disagree, but I thought that the Taylor Made freestyle, the Drake joint, was a C tier because it's a troll song. So that to me that would be the same party. So like, all right, you up in here. I think those are comparable songs. So that's why I would say middle C tier for me. So we're gonna say C.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with C. I'm not objecting to it.
Yeah, C is the best I'll do for it, man. I can't do anything better than C, bro.
All right, the last song we're gonna do is Curtis.
Man, put that shit in F tier. I hated that, bro. Put
So
it in
this,
F tier right now.
so this was the response to 50 Cent's Freedom Music, and so Camron went ahead and dropped this joint, and he also shot the video. He shot two videos. There was the one video where he was just running around New York and getting people to yell Curtis at the camera. And then there was the Curtis part two video where he had a 50 Cent guy that was talking about snitching, and he was on the witness stand telling on people, and he's talking about, I lock your punk ass up, man. It's some funny stuff, some very very funny stuff. And then of course at the end of the video, they were around a campfire singing Curtis is a snitch, he's snitching Curtis. So um yeah, I'm gonna put this in the D tier, and I think that the D tier is literally carried by the videos because the videos are hysterical. But the song, I mean, I can't think of a memorable bar from it. I mean, I think the best thing he might have said was the something with I didn't even research the bar. Something you get a cracked jaw, and that video wasn't in your home. That was in your backyard or some
In
shit.
your backyard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
you
was in
wasn't in New
Queens. It's
York. You
in
was in your
Queens in your
backyard.
backyard. That was a decent bar. But the rest of that, I mean, it was just kind of standard bars calling him a snitch, and it's stuff that we've heard people say about 50 before, been said it in much better ways. I'm now, to be clear, I'm not one of those people who say, "Oh, the diss track me, I didn't hear nothing new." That's a dumb thing. You can say the same thing that other people have said, but you have to like reword it and make it work. You can use the same content. You have to wrap it in a different way. Um, and I mean, I don't. He didn't say anything on here that was like we've heard better bars about this content. So, but the videos, dude, when they was around that campfire singing "Curtis is a snitch," dude, I remember falling off my chair hearing that, man. I mean, they had the woman harmonizing every time you turn around. This nigga is snitching. Like it was hilarious. It was the trolling was it was S tier trolling without question. But I mean, but if we're doing the diss record, I mean, honestly, I probably put it in the F tier as a song, but the videos, I'm gonna push it up to the D tier. So I'm gonna put it in D, and I'm gonna go to Stan. What you got for Curtis?
It's an F class song, but it's just awful. And all of it again. The only good thing about it was that video. The video was calm. Again, that campfire shit. I stopped. I was pissing myself my last song. It was so. It was just so damn stupid. But again, this was Pete Cameron trolling shit. That's what he was all about. It wasn't that's what he was all about. He was all about trolling me. So it was just the video was hilarious. I put the video in like the video was like an A class comedy, but the song is awful. What else to say about it? The song was awful. The whole battle was irrelevant. Didn't boost anybody's career. It just was a bunch of stupid stuff that's still going on to this day. I don't know what
Yeah, bro.
like, I don't even know what to say on the fact that shit's still going on almost 20 years later. There's still stuff going on with you guys involved. Y'all talk about it, man. The video was funny. That's all I got for it. The song was horrible. And not one of Cameron's finest.
I feel like this battle is the biggest letdown in battle rap history. I really do, y'all. I feel like
Yeah,
this was the
I got
biggest
one more.
letdown because these are the two biggest trolls in rap history. Who trolled better than Cam and 50? Nobody. This was supposed to be Drake and Kendrick. Like, this is the biggest letdown. This is like, bro, this was like Floyd and Manny. You remember Floyd and Manny? Everybody thought we was gonna get this Thriller Manila this whole time, and it was just the most boring fight ever because Floyd just jabbed the shit out of him the whole fight. That's what this was. This has everyone. You look at Cameron's past, all that stuff he was saying about Jay. Have you ever seen a camel riding a camel? Like all that stuff he was saying about Jay, and then 50, all the trolling he done. This was set up to be the most epic battle we've had in period. And I think I share this feeling with everybody named Curtis. You feel what I'm saying? Like I got tired of hearing that shit. Everywhere I went, people was Curtis, Curtis. Like, bro, man, at least it could have been a hard ass diss track. Like y'all calling y'all referencing me with the one of the worst diss tracks ever. Like this was just horrible. This was horrible. I don't even know why Cam did it, bro. Can't think of a memorable bar except for the backyard. Um, he probably said something else, but um, and then that Cam style don't work good. I'm in a sweet jet. You know how you always try to make the first word and the second word, but I'm in a sweet jet. Like, bro, nobody like, bro. It was just a terrible diss song. It was a terrible troll job by a guy who has his masters in troll. Like when you watch It Is What It Is, bro, this man is a master troller. He trolled the hell out of Nas. He trolled the hell out of Jay. And now he get a chance to troll 50, and this is what we get. Um, I didn't like it. And then, like I say, bro, my name is referenced in one of the weakest diss tracks in rap history. Curtis, like man, fuck, bro. So I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna put it in F class where I think it belongs. I'll go D, like Reggie said. I will give him credit for the video though. So you know what? I'll give him a D class. I will give him credit for the video, but overall, this is garbage, and it shouldn't have never happened. This is a stain on Cameron's career. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in D class.
All right. Cool. You know what's funny, man? For some reason, I don't even know why this is, but for some reason, it never like dawned on me that like people like it for some reason it didn't connect. Like, yeah, your name is Curtis too. So people probably trolled you about this damn song. It never connected till just now. Like, yeah.
That's why I hate the song.
Yeah.
Like if Nas had said Curtis on Ether, I wouldn't be that mad because it's some vicious ass. This is one of the greatest. But for yo to say my name like that on that, bro, like bro, man, about to unfollow you on It Is What It Is after this, yo. You just made me mad at him again. I take my subscription back, bro. Fuck this shit.
All right, so we're gonna leave it there. No A tiers made it this list, and no Fs as well. So tiers are definitely building up. Anything else you want to share? You guys want to go with before we leave?
I just want y'all to know, yo, that Mariah Carey beat Eminem, bro. That's crazy. I'm hung up. I'm gonna be hung up on that for like a week, yo. I might post that on my Facebook.
Well, I mean, if she beat him, should maybe the Mariah Carey get boosted up to B tier? We'll leave that for a different show. So we'll leave it there. Appreciate y'all for coming
Yeah,
in.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh my god, just made it more complicated.
All
To
right,
the
peace,
next
man.
time.
Later.